Good morning, Sunday, September 4th, 2022. I'm going to do a series of episodes on who is greater. Take two Hall of Fame baseball players and compare their achievements, their career achievements, their stats, match them up in 20 categories. Who are the two players I'm doing today? Mickey Mantle. You heard of him? New York Yankees. Ken Griffey Jr. Seattle Mariners, Cincinnati Reds. Both in the Hall of Fame. Both had comparable stats for their career. But who is greater? What I did, I took 20 categories and I'll name them individually. And I'll tell you the player who won the category. So it's a matchup career achievement. Batting average, first category. Griffey, 284 career. Mickey Mantle, 298. Mantle wins the career average matchup. So he's got 1 point. So after 20, let's see who has the most categories. 20 categories. Let's see who has the most. Number 2, runs scored career. Griffey, 1662. Mantle, 1676. So what do we have? We have Mantle 2-0. Third category, RBIs. Griffey, 1,836. Mantle, 1,509. But here's what we've got to do. Griffey played 270 more games than Mickey Mantle in his career. So let's figure out how many RBIs did Mickey Mantle average per game played. He played 2,401 games. Griffey, 2,671. So that's a difference of 270. So if Mantle had 1,509 runs batted in 2,401 games, that averages out to 0.62 RBI per game played. Following? He averaged 0.62, not an RBI a game, that would have been 1, but less than that, 0.62. So take 270 games that Mantle needs to match Griffey, multiply 270 times 0.62 RBI per game that Mantle averaged. So we got to give Mantle another 167 RBIs. Following, add it to his total of 1,509, he comes out with 1,676. Still not enough. Griffey beat him. 1,836 RBI for Griffey. So we're going to say that Griffey wins the third category, RBIs. Score, 2-1 Mantle. Fourth category, home runs. Interesting. Griffey, 630. Mantle, 536. Add the 270 games. How many more home runs would Mickey Mantle have hit if he had 270 more games? Well, he averaged .223 home runs per game. .223, not 1.00, because one home run per game. Mantle would have had 2,401 home runs. Doesn't work out that way. He only had 536. So you figure out that his average in 2,400 games, he hit 536 homers, right? This comes out to .223 homers per game play. Multiply that by 270 more games that Mantle needs, comes up short. It's only 60 more home runs. So that's 596. Griffey beats him, 630 homers. Score 2-2 after 4 categories. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Fifth category, triples. Griffey 38, Mantle 72. Got to give it to Mantle. 3-2 Mantle. Doubles. Griffey 524. Mantle only 344. That's surprising. You'd think power hitter he'd have more doubles, but he didn't. So give it to Griffey. They're tied. 3-3 in categories. Good matchup. Singles. Griffey 1,589. Mantle 1,463. Even if you added the 270 games for the triples, doubles, and singles, doesn't matter. So Griffey's ahead. He wins the singles. 1,589. Mantle only had 1,463. 4-3. Griffey after 7 categories. 8th. Total bases. Griffey 5,271. Mantle 4,511. Add the 270 games. Figure out his average. It would only have been about 500 more total bases if he had played the extra 270 games. Still comes up short. 5,015. Griffey 5,271. Griffey wins it. 5-3 Griffey. Slugging career. Griffey 538. Mantle better slugger 557. Give it to Mantle. 5-4 is Griffey after 9 categories. 10th category on base. Griffey 370. Mantle 421. Give it to Mantle. 5-5 after 10 categories. These guys are very even, right? So far. Walks. This will be the 11th category. Walks. Griffey 1312 career. Mantle 1733. He walked a lot. 6-5. Mantle takes the lead. Stolen bases. Griffey 184. Mantle 153. Mantle was hurt. Give it to Griffey. 6-6 after 12 categories. 100 RBI seasons. This is the 13th category. 100 RBI seasons. Griffey had 8 of them. Mantle 4. 7-6. Griffey. 100 runs scored seasons. How many? Griffey 6. Mantle 9. 7-7 is the score in categories after 14 categories. Most runs scored in the season. Griffey 125. Mantle 132. 8-7 Mantle. Most RBIs in a season. Griffey had 147 one year. Mantle 130. 8-8 tie. Griffey wins that RBI. After 16 categories, they're tied 16-16 or 8-8. Highest average in a season. This will be the 17th category. Highest average. Griffey 327. Mantle 365. 9-8 Mantle. Most hits in a season. Griffey had 185. Most. Mantle 188. Both of them didn't get 200 hits in a season. But Mantle wins the category. 10-8 Mantle after 18 categories. 200 hit seasons. This is the 19th category. Both of them did not reach 200 hits, so it's a tie. So it's still 10-8 Mantle. And then career hits. Griffey had 2671. Mantle 2415. How many hits per game did Mantle average? He had 2415 in 2,401 games. That's 1.01 hits per game. Interesting. 2,400 games, 2,400 hits. Griffey, 2,671 hits. What do we do? Add 270 games that Mantle needs to equal the same amount of games that Griffey plays. Multiply 270 times 1.01 hits per game that Mantle averaged. Gives him 272 more hits. Add the 272 hits to the 2415 that Mantle has. He comes out with 2687. And he ekes it out and beats Griffey's 2671. That's a difference of 16 hits. So they're both equal in base hits. But Mantle wins that category, the 20th category. So he comes out with 11 wins. Griffey comes out with 8, and they tied in 1, which was 200 hits, because both of them did not have 200 hits. So it's a tie. 11 wins, 8 losses, 1 tie. Mantle is greater than Ken Griffey, according to the matchup. But on paper and on the eyes, who do you take? You take Ken Griffey Jr. or Mickey Mantle? Griffey hit more home runs, had more RBIs. He had more doubles, too. But Mantle was a better slugger, more walks, more hits, better average. Better career average, and more runs scored. Who would you take on your team if you're drafting first round and they're both in their prime? Ken Griffey Jr. or Mickey Mantle? That's tough. I'm going to have to go with Mickey Mantle. Why? He's a slugger. Didn't hit as many home runs as Griffey. He came up short. Griffey had more home runs and more RBIs. But Mantle also hit the homers, had a lot of RBIs, had more runs scored, better average, more walks, more career hits, better batting average in one season, more hits in one season, and more runs scored in one season, and he had a better slugging, he had a better on base. You got to go with Mickey Mantle. Sorry, Ken. Sorry, Ken Griffey Jr. You're a good player. I like you. Your 284 career average comes up short against Mickey Mantle's 298. I know you played 270 more games, but Griffey, I would have liked to have seen a 300 career batting average. And same with Mantle, 298 career? Come on, Mickey. Play one more year, get that average over 300 career. He still made the Hall of Fame. They both made Hall of Fame. They had good numbers, good matchup. Mickey Mantle wins it. All right, I'll do more of these who is greater. Take 2 players, match them up. Thanks for watching here. I'm out.